How's it going, everybody, and welcome back. This is Wake Run Collapse, and I have some devastating news for you. It's no longer the summertime. They're selling Shipyard Pumpkinhead in the packies in my area, so therefore it is no longer summertime. That was the bad news. What you see right now is your good news. I've opened, pre-cut, 150 out of the 180 packs of Fairy Rise that await before you right now, to make the opening go much more quickly, and I've made a big giant pile so as to further randomize it. So the 5 booster boxes are kind of just sprayed out all over the place, and I don't know what boxes each of these packs are from. So you could get 2 packs in a row with a full art in it. You could go 90 packs without a full art in it. And then the last box is down at the bottom. I pre-cut it, but just the plastic wrap. I haven't actually taken it off, so we do get a full box opening at the end to make sure that you don't get the first 6 full arts in the first 10 minutes, and all of a sudden, boom, you have nothing else to watch, and you can go home and stuff. So, I have my Pumpkinhead. I have these packs. Let's hang out for a little bit. And as always, grab a beverage of your choosing as well. I hope that you can find something to your liking as we go through all of these packs of Fairy Rise. So many of them. There's not much of a need to talk too much about what's happening here, do any card tricks or anything of the sort. Okay. We started very, very, very quickly. In the 3rd pack, we get a Sigilif GX full art, which is a duplicate. It's a duplicated full art that we already do possess, but that means it's just going to pop up in the sale video when the time comes, so that I'm alright with. We're not doing this drinking game based on anything, really. I just have it with me, and I'll just take a sip when I feel like it. And you should feel free to play along at home as well, as there are no rules and no law or anything like that to go with this particular opening. Oh, by the way, I think there was a card stuck in that other pack, because I'm now just realizing that the Sigilif was the last card that you saw. So, should probably remember to do that a little differently. Hey, finally, a pack without a holo in it. So, anyways, we got some stuff to talk about. So I've been working, as I've said many a time, on social media and probably in these videos as well. I've been working on something, and that something is not ready yet. I definitely need some time before it can be puked out onto the real world, as it were. But I need some time to work on it. So what we're going to do is today, Monday, of course, it's a couple days later than I would have wanted it to be, but I will accept it nonetheless. Today is when you see your 6-box opening of Fairy Rise. Ooh, it's a nice little find there. Tomorrow will be your sale video, and that's pretty cool too, because we're getting a sale video out, pretty early by my standards and super late by everyone else's. But that kind of works out, because that means that more of you are going to have a better idea of what you actually need for your collections. Sorry, I've got a nagging injury in my neck and shoulder area. It's a nerve injury, and it's really been flaring up before this opening. And reaching out is probably a terrible idea, but I don't see it going away anytime soon. So if you see me just having to stretch or grimace throughout this opening, just relax. I'm not dying. To my knowledge, it'd be a weird way to die. So I need some time to get that together, and obviously I need some time to work with you guys on the things that you want to purchase. So you can, of course, expect a small hiatus from me following the completion of this set. Now, what's coming after that is a mystery to you and to me. But I've already ordered my case of Sun and Moon 8, so as I mentioned, I think at some point a while ago, I am still fully committed to opening that case and seeing what treasures lie within. And then after that, it's anybody's guess. Ooh, a Sceptile GX. So what else is going on that we can talk about while I'm sitting here having a beer and you guys are enjoying your age-appropriate beverages? So Community Day was this weekend. You guys play Pokemon Go? I know some of you do. I talk about this on Twitter, and I tend to get more responses for Pokemon Go related paraphernalia than some of my other stuff. Oh, Prism card. The old Life Forest Prism. I did not have the opportunity to play on Saturday. So I was very, very happy as we get another GX. I was very, very happy to see that EV Community Day was actually multiple days. This is extremely necessary for me, given my circumstances of having to work and such. And I think it was nice for everybody else, too, because it gave people an opportunity, if they had the chance, to grind twice, and if they didn't have the chance, to have a much better opportunity to play. Because I'm not going to lie and say I never opened the game while I was at work, but it was only for like a moment at a time when I wasn't dealing with more important stuff. Oh, Shaman Hollow. And I was able to catch probably a dozen or so EVs just in the parking lot. I tended to get multiples at a time. But I was unable to obtain a shiny. I gotta do some pack sorting here, guys. Hang on a second. Move some of these commons out. I was unable to obtain a shiny on Saturday. Well, today I went to a mall because at this mall, their spawns tend to be very good for Community Day, but there's only one Pokestop. So you really have to build up your Pokeball storage in order to make this work. I went by myself, which I never do for Community Day, and I just blocked out everybody else and dropped those star pieces and those incenses. And I ground me out in 3 hours. I ground out 187,000 Stardust. And that was awesome. And I caught 205 EVs as well. And out of 360 total catches, I'm just randomly going to double packs just for fun. And I did get 8 shinies total too, so that was a pretty nice tally. My fiance was only able to play for 2 hours on Saturday and could not play on Sunday, and she got a total of 5 shinies. So I've already told her that I'd be more than happy to share one in her direction. So she'll be getting a Wake Run Clap shiny Eevee, because I don't need 8 of them. I'll have an Umbreon, an Espeon, which are the 2 important ones for me. I'll be able to get a Leafeon and a Glaceon, which are cool. And then I'll probably just random evolve the other 3 and hope that I get 2 out of the 3 on the random evolutions. Like the Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon kind of thing. Oh, we're doing a mega pack now, guys. This is going to go poorly. It's a 1 in 7.5 chance that we have a full art in my hands right now. This massive 20 card pack. But really, I needed the dust pretty badly because I wanted to prepare for Gen 4. Okay. Alright, just hang out for a second, my friend. Turns out we had a full art. Turns out I get to sell one. Oh, that's awesome. That's really great. Alola Ninetales full art, in case you are unfamiliar somehow. This is, of course, a duplicate. And that is, of course, terrific news. Because that means that one of you lucky folks is going to actually be able to get this in tomorrow's sale video. Cheers, right to the face. But yeah, I was operating on the assumption that, hey, I need, I'm going to do one of those again. Hey, I need, 500,000 dust at all times. Because I wouldn't call myself a fairly serious player. I'm just competitive with what I have. I'm not like these elite raiders. Ooh, Mimikyu. I'm not like these elite raiders that do 50 raids a day. or have, you know, massive amounts of maxed Pokemon. I'm not like that. Is this a 5-pack Bonanza? I think it is. Yeah. I'm not like that. Simply because I can't dedicate the time to it. And, oh, another Ninetales. And I would drive myself absolutely bonkers crazy trying to hold myself to a standard like that. But I never want to be the one whose fault it is, or who holds back a team from completing a short man raid. So I have a pretty decent reputation in my raiding group, that they know that I'm like a pretty good player, and I've got a pretty good team for basically anything. Slash can be knowledgeable and teach other people. Don't use Aggron. Don't use Blissey. Those kinds of things. But for Gen 4, I am very much in need of the dust, because we're going to have, Rhyperior is going to be a big player in the meta, and Mamoswine is going to be a big player in the meta, and, Electivire I'll want a powered up version of if it gets Wild Charge. Magmortar I'll probably power up a version of because he's pretty good. And then they'll start dropping legendaries from Gen 4, and I'll want Candy to power those up. So it's gonna be complicated. I'm approximating my boxes, by the way, guys. So I apologize for not counting packs and not counting boxes and not sorting these out super well, but I think we're doing an okay job so far. So anyways, to make a super long story short, Dust is back over 1 million. Now I'm prepared. Togekiss will be another one too. Togekiss, Tangrowth, Mamoswine, Rhyperior, all that amazing stuff that I will definitely want to be able to rock out with and test out and, see how good they are, how they complement my team and such. Oh, another Mimikyu. I like this freewheeling, willy-nilly approach to opening packs from a brand new set. We're just going to take random piles of packs and say, here. Oh, and a Sceptile also. And another Gardevoir. I mean, if I'm to be completely honest, I'm so glad that I only ever kept this channel for what it has been. Because can you imagine if I followed this wave and turned it into like a Pokemon Go channel or something like that? Like, I'm sure some of you would appreciate it, but no one subscribed for it. Just like when I was faced with the opportunity to, oh wow, that pack just opened itself. Hold your horses, pal. When I was presented with the opportunity to, hey, should I, pursue English openings for this channel? Well, at the time, and in fact, still right now, no one subscribed to my channel to watch English openings. Oh, we skipped a card. Back in there. It's a Wurmple. You need a party hat. Just like no one subscribed to me for Pokemon Go. It would give me, a good head start, but it's not really the reason why anyone hit subscribe. So, we gotta get rid of like a lot of these packs. In a garbage you go. Oh, this is gonna be a huge pack, guys. Guys, I have like 7 packs I'm gonna open now. It's a 35 card booster pack. Never before seen mega pack clickbait on YouTube. And this is your mega pack. Enjoy yourselves. Oh, another Sceptile. And another Shaman. There's so many cards here. I'm just making a mess. but I like being able to just enjoy the game instead of creating the content. Kind of like this, I still have fond memories of collecting Japanese cards before I had a YouTube channel. You know, it was nice. It was more relaxed back then. I would just like sit on my floor in the bedroom and just open up packs. And I'd even save like those little bits that holy crap, that card is bright. Pretend you're not there for a minute, and just like slowly go through the packs on the boxes and enjoy them in a much quieter, less showy way. Oh, and Narnia's Prism too. Haven't seen that yet today. I mean, they didn't have cards like this when I started collecting, but they did have those ultra rares. And I remember pulling that ultra rare Reuniclus out of a box of, what was that, Dragon Blast? And thinking, wow, this is the pinnacle of collecting. And in some ways it was, because after that I started, you know, filming stuff and being more serious about it, but it was awesome. Speaking of awesome, we have ourselves another hyper rare. And at 58 out of 50, this is our second hyper rare of the case in Sigilith. The other one, a bit more notorious, but this one's still pretty showy, I gotta say. I love the way that the light just plays off of these cards. I love the way the sleeves fit perfectly. There's some stuff I'm gonna miss. I mean, I'm really not sure what type of I don't really know how to describe it. I don't really know what kind of vibe I give off about ambivalence towards recording and collecting, or lack thereof, or what have you, but I really do enjoy the craft. There comes a time when it's no longer as feasible to do. Ooh, Chandelure, finally out of that big mess. Where it's no longer feasible to do, and at the same rate as before. I need another swig. I mean, I still enjoy the fact that you guys enjoy this stuff. Regardless of the scale. I really got to get rid of some of these cards. I'm just making a huge pile for no reason. You know, that I ended up being capable of creating something that you could enjoy. You, not just somebody, but you, who are listening right now, could actually end up enjoying, is kind of mind-blowing to me. Past me never would have thought that that was possible. And I'm willing to bet that a lot of current yous out there also do not think that that is possible for you. But if it is possible for me, and if you knew me when I was in middle school and high school, you would know why saying it in that way is shocking to me. If you knew who I was and how I've become this way, you would also be shocked that I ended up being a person who opened anything on YouTube and posted it with any bit of personality. Because if you say to yourself, oh, well, that's not for me, well, maybe YouTube isn't for you. And that's okay. But everyone is capable of a creative outlet that enables them to reach out to people. maybe it's not YouTube. Maybe it's YouTube, but, and wow, I just skipped like 3 cards at once. Maybe it is YouTube, but under another medium. Maybe you'd be a good streamer, or maybe you would be a good, like, anime reviewer, or something like that. There is a creative outlet out there for you, regardless of who you are, that enables you to connect with other people. Another Life Forest Prism. It's like my 3rd one today. We are working our way through this pile of pre-cut packs and such. Another mega pack coming your way. I did not start talking to people through YouTube. I couldn't even tell you exactly where it started. But the internet was a delicious advent. This is Xerneas Prism. The internet was a delicious advent for me. Get back here. I always say that when I drop cards. Because it enabled really anyone to have this interconnectivity as long as you knew where to look. Nowadays it's easy. Now you just throw a hashtag in front of the thing that you enjoy, and if you do it enough times, then you'll find somebody that you like, who shares an interest with you. So many carnivores. But God, back in the day, how many different ways did I connect with people? I played the Star Wars customizable card game, and we went on a website and reviewed tournaments that we went to and the decks that we brought and other people's decks, and said, hey, this works really well against this, but you're going to struggle against that if you don't bring, this, which is the cornerstone for any competitive TCG game. Any competitive TCG, you know what I mean. The taste of fall in the summer. Or it was through fan fiction, which I was also a part of. Oh, we're getting another mega pack. How many packs is this? This is 8 packs. It's a 40 card pack. I'm breaking my own record. That was another creative outlet for me because I used to love to write. And I would write anything. It would be fan fiction, it would be original stuff, it would be poetry, it would be anything. The types of things that you don't expect from somebody like me. But you also got to remember, like, at 33 years old now, this was half a lifetime ago for me. And I met people this way, too. You find people in chat rooms. You find people who write stuff that you enjoy, and you end up building friendships with them. And that's the brilliance of the interconnectivity of all this that we're doing here. And I'm going to get rid of some more of these packs now real quick. But it is as important as a value to you as it is a value to the people around you. So I don't want you to automatically rule it out for yourself, that you cannot find a creative outlet, that you cannot participate in something that gets you involved in some way or another with people who enjoy what you do. Because my goodness, what a horrifying concept it would have been for me if I ended up never doing those things. And yeah, I failed in some respects. I set out to do things that did not get accomplished, or I ended up wanting to go a certain path, and I changed my interests, or I changed my mind, and a lot of that stuff just kind of fell by the wayside. Definitely. But there's no hard and fast rule for something like that either. Another Alolan Ninetales. Cool. So I think we got 2 full arts left, and then the final box. So we could have some cool stuff coming here, guys. And I'm positive that this YouTube, ooh, that's a duplicate though. This whole YouTube thing is not going to be the end of my puking some essence of creativity out onto the world, but it is one that has lasted for as long, if not longer, than any of the others, and it is something that I'm going to cherish, simply because of the places that it has taken me and the person that I've become during it and because of it. What's up, pal? Needed one of you. So what are the last two going to be? We did pull 2 hyper rares. We've got the Sigilith. We've got the Alolan Ninetales. We've got them both twice, actually. We've got the Mimikyu. So I'm going to say 1 Gold Border Trainer and 1 Sceptile. Let's see how that goes. I don't have to do Mega Packs at this point, I don't think. Oh, there's a Mimikyu. I mean, I'll take another Hyper Rare if you really want. That's fine. I will accept that. Yeah, we're doing Mega Packs. It's too fun. Giratina Hollow. Not bad. Wow. I gotta remember to do this. You know, for all the cases I totally have left to open. But anyways, all this rambling aside about creative licensing and being able to find your voice and that kind of thing, which all seems like it's packed out of a movie trailer from 10 or 12 years ago, but... Right? That was a tagline for something, right? Find your voice? It might just be a TV show and I'm misremembering. I'm going to look it up, because that's going to drive me nuts. What was Find Your Voice? Seriously, I'm the most professional person you know. I'm looking up. Let's see. Find Your Voice movie. What movie was it? Well, there is a movie called Find Your Voice, but I feel like that's not what I'm looking for. Movie tagline? Well, it's given me a couple different ones. It's given me the King's Speech, so that makes sense. And it's given me Hairspray, and that makes sense, you know, in a completely different way. I've seen them both. Yes, I have seen Hairspray. I'm pretty sure I saw it in theaters. We're 1 out of 2 so far. Get over there. Ultra Rare in the last box? Predictive Powers coming home to roost? Sceptile Full Art. Ah, let's go. Zoom right in there. 51 out of 50. This completes our super rare collection after box number 11. You know, ish. Whatever box this is supposed to come from. It's pretty cool looking too. Show that off. That sweet looking emerald background. Wait, what's the number? That is awesome. I mean, it also showed me Look Who's Talking from like 1989 on those search results, but we're going to pretend that I didn't see that. Because I haven't seen that movie. What was that? Was that Talking Babies with Comedians' Voices? Is that one? I don't know, I was alive when it came out, but I was like 4 if it was 1989. Giratina Hollow, random gift of a strange full art error pack. I always wish for it, but it never happens. So this is pack number 149 and 150 of this opening, and we still have a box to go. That's kind of exciting. Of course, there's a Gardevoir Hollow. Five. There we go. So if I've never mentioned this before, I always put 12 of the 30 loose booster pack wrappers back into a box as cushioning for all the cards. It's probably too many. It's probably too many, but you know what? Taylor Swift once went to a fan's bridal shower in Ohio. So that brought a lot of joy to her and her family and a lot of other people. See, I told you I cut the plastic wrap. Fuck. That was not supposed to happen. And it was totally ridiculous, but it brought a lot of joy to people, so kind of like what just happened there. So maybe we should put more booster pack wrappers into our lives, right? You know what? We're doing one pack at a time. We're on to the last box of the case. We haven't spent much time cherishing it. Let's take a second. We won't do the pack trick or anything. Xerneas Prism out of the first pack? When I dropped the box, it probably randomized everything. That's right. I forgot. Well, anyways, you got to witness a first in my channel. I don't think I've ever dropped a booster box off of the desk before. I don't think that's ever happened. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think it has. A lot of firsts that we need to have on this channel anyways. As it winds down, this is certainly not my first. My first beer on the channel. I wonder if maybe we can do the math on this. Maybe there's someone who, for no apparent reason, who's out there is watching, who knows how many times I've done the drink a beer during the openings game, or do a shot during the openings game, and can count up how many beers or how many alcoholic beverages I've had, to find out that if you had all the beers that I'd ever had consumed on the fucking 2 for 2 that I'd ever consumed on the channel before. Hey, who wore it better? If you die, if you did it in one day, check it. Check it out, guys. First the Sceptile is super rare, and then, after all that, we get the ultra rare also. What's up, Netball? Nice to see you. No, I'm legitimately curious. Like, I feel like you'd survive, but I feel like you'd have a bad time. It's a pretty cool looking card, if you ask me. That's pretty cool. Because, like, you can definitely have 15 beers and live. Although, if you're, like, a small human, you'd probably struggle a lot more. Like, I've been at a party before where two guys split a 36 rack, and that is not good for anyone. It's just generally a poor life choice, and it's something I've never partaken in. But I've made my own extremely suspect and mysterious choices in the past, so who am I to judge? Anyways, if you were to guesstimate that I've had 15 beers, you can put that into your own terms and tell you that the lethality of 15 beers in a single night based on your situation is a non-zero figure. Wait, so we've got the Xerneas Prism, the Ultra Rare, and 2 GXs? Already? Do we have a 4 GX box for the last box? I would love that. It'd be a cool way to go out with a flawed set that has otherwise been very kind to us. Ninetales galore. Most expensive card in this or really any other set right now that's, you know, fairly recent. We're going to pretend that whole ultra rare DCE and Sarala garbage wasn't happening. Because it just makes me sad that a chase card could be so needlessly valuable. As a Sarala, when its full art version is like 30 times to 40 times to, I don't know, 50 times more expensive than just the regular trainer card. Some of you guys out there be thirsty. I'd be thirsty too, that's why I got a beer. So yeah, filming this Sunday night, had my community day, tried to see if a Tyranitar hatched from a tier 4 egg. Spoiler alert, it didn't. I need more T-Tar candies, guys, so I will raid every Tyranitar I find. If I'm in your neck of the woods, like if I'm down the street from your house and you're there, and a Tyranitar spawns as a raid boss, tag me on Twitter, and I will come and do said Tyranitar raid boss. If you've got the Machamps, I've got the Machamps too. You know, we'll friend each other, we'll do a quick trade to make it up to good friends, get the damage boost, you know, depending on where your Machamps are. And we will duo the crap out of anything that is not a sunny weather boosted Fire Blast Tyranitar. Because I can't do those reliably. It's a stinking dodge glitch. Ooh, final Ninetales. And you guys get to spend 0.3 of a second looking at the thing. You know what you saw. Anywho, Lugia is next. Lugia is going to be your next mascot. And that's going to be a lot of fun. And it might be the last time that we do, you know, one of these. But that's a great thing about the permanence of the videos that I have up now. Those are your memories. So if you happen to be one of the probably 4, possibly 5 people out there who are struggling to come to terms with the fact that I will not be uploading to YouTube forever, remember that my videos are advertisement free, because I don't believe that YouTube should be paid for the crap that they pull. But also, they're there forever, and after the channel, you know, expires, I'm not going to be taking those down. And Sceptile GX there too. I'm not going to take them down. Why would I? You know? They're there for you to enjoy. I'm not going to go back and watch my own videos. I lived them. I was here for them. Okay, a couple of videos I'll go back and watch. Like when I pull that special card from this this particular case. Like I'll probably go back and check that out a couple times. But in general, no, I will not watch my list of collected works. But they will be there for you, even when I am not. So remember, again, a bit of housekeeping. We've done very well with the set. We still need some ultra rare and hyper rare work, but that work that will be necessary is pretty minimal and not terribly expensive either. And I'm digging that. That's pretty cool. Shaman Hollow. So the sale video comes tomorrow. Today is Monday. When you are presumably watching this, or when it goes live, it's Monday where I am. Maybe it's midnight for you in the UK. And that is sad for me. It makes me feel like a jerk for uploading when I do. But then Tuesday, the sale video goes live at, some point. And then I'll get back to you when I can get back to you. Final pack has a Giratina and a Tangrowth. Not a bad way to end. Got that 4GX box too. Alright, with 3, 4, 5, 6. So, a quick recap of everything. Of all the things that have transpired today. Let's see, that can go there. I think we're going to put our technical duplicates in the front of our recap. We really only got 3 new cards, but one of the duplicates was incredible, so I'm okay with it. We've got the Sigilif full art, the Monty full art, and the Alola Ninetales full art, which will appear in the sale video. Those ones are available because I already have them. Then we've got the Sceptile full art. That's collection bound. And so is the Sigilif hyper rare, and so is our first ultra rare in the final box of the case. Pretty cool way to finish things up. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Speaking of finishing things up, I gotta finish this beer. Done and dusted, my friends. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button down below. I'm going to be putting these to my computer and probably settling down with a couple other things and then eventually going to sleep tonight. Whatever that's supposed to be. But if you have enjoyed yourself, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. I will be back tomorrow for the official sale video for Fairy Rise, including everything that I have available. And then, of course, I'll be seeing you at some undetermined point after that. So take care of yourselves until then. And if you enjoy the sale videos, I'll see you tomorrow. And if not, just hit the replay button. Give my channel tons of watch time. I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, bye-bye.